Welcome to the Sharing Secrets channel. Tonight's episode is of two couples, one erotic game, one unforgettable night. Get your glass of wine. Get your partner and enjoy the story. We know you will. We sure did. The name of this episode is Partner Swap Saturday. It started out like any other Saturday night. Two couples, close friends for years, gathered in the cozy ambiance of Mark and Jenna's dimly lit living room. The fireplace crackled, casting warm shadows against the walls as the four of them settled into the plush couch and armchairs, wine glasses in hand. Laughter filled the space, the result of years of inside jokes and a few too many drinks. Ethan and Lisa had been married just as long as their hosts, and their friendship had always been effortless. The night had begun with light-hearted conversations, but as the drinks flowed, so did the flirtatious undertones. Subtle touches, lingering glances, things that may have gone unnoticed before suddenly carried an unmistakable charge. Jenna, always the bold one, set her wine glass down and smirked. You know, I read something interesting the other day. Apparently, playing certain adult games can be great for couples. Lisa raised an eyebrow. Oh? Like what? Jenna leaned forward, lowering her voice in a conspiratorial whisper. A game of dares, but not just any dares, ones meant to push boundaries. Mark chuckled, swirling his whiskey. Sounds dangerous. Or exciting, Ethan added, his gaze flickering toward Jenna before settling back on his wife. Lisa bit her lip, shifting in her seat, and Jenna grinned, sensing the curiosity stirring in the room. Without further hesitation, Jenna grabbed a deck of index cards from the coffee table. I came prepared, she admitted, laughing as she shuffled the cards. Let's start simple. The first few rounds were innocent enough. A lingering kiss, a whispered secret, a seductive dance. But with each turn, the tension thickened. Lisa was dared to sit on Mark's lap for a full minute, her fingers idly tracing patterns on his chest. Ethan was tasked with whispering something filthy in Jenna's ear, and the way her breath hitched didn't go unnoticed. By the time the next card was drawn, a heavy silence had fallen. Jenna read it aloud, her voice husky. Trade partners for a kiss, a real one. Nobody moved at first, but then Mark turned to Lisa, his hand cupping her cheek as he leaned in. Ethan did the same with Jenna, his lips finding hers in a slow, teasing exploration. The room pulsed with heat as boundaries blurred and restraint faded. When they pulled apart, nobody laughed it off. Instead, their eyes burned with unspoken invitations. Lisa exhaled shakily. I think we should keep going. Jenna nodded, her pupils blown wide. Agreed. What started as a game spiraled into something raw, unfiltered. As the card deck slowly started disappearing, so was the clothing. Finally, Mark drawed the card where there was no turning back. The card that could potentially end the game, end the night, or the card that opened the door for the couples to continue down the yellow brick road of curiosity. The card read, spend 10 minutes alone in a separate room with the opposite sex that is not your partner. Jenna and Lisa both looked at Mark and Ethan. Are we really going to go through with this? Said Lisa. Ethan replied to Lisa, I'm okay with this. If you are, we've been married for so long, One night to have some fun with no strings attached with our close friends kinda sounds like a fantasy situation. Mark agree. Yeah. Plus, we are all good friends and we can always stop as soon as one of us feel uncomfortable. Jenna looked to Lisa and said, "We kinda already practically all naked in front of each other. Safe to say we already crossed the line to new uncharted territories." Lisa laughed nervously, but her body language had already decided for her. She was excited and everyone knew it. She stood up to kiss Ethan and grabbed Mark's hand. "Shall we?" Jenna stood up and sat next to Ethan. "If it's okay with you, Mark and Lisa, I can help keep Ethan's mind occupied elsewhere. After all, it's not fair that you two get to have all the fun." Mark and Lisa both nodded in agreement. Ethan's hands started to roam, discovering Jenna's body exploring forbidden desires. While Jenna was only in bra and panties, Ethan was so overly excited to see what she looked like without them. The couch became a playground of sexual exploration, admiration, and sensual sensations. Gasps and moans that echoed. As Mark led Lisa to the upstairs bedroom, they heard the moans coming from the room they just left. As soon as Mark closed the bedroom door, Lisa started to breathe rapidly. Mark asked, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Lisa replied, "I never been with another man other than Ethan, so I'm nervous. I don't know what to do." Mark replied, "Let's just go slow and stop me at any point." Lisa arched beneath Mark's touch, her body yielding to him with a need that surprised even her. They started to kiss, but Lisa knew she was actually living out one of her deepest fantasies. Lisa removed what was left of her clothes. Mark bit his lips with excitement while laying her down in the bed. He whispered, "Relax. Close your eyes and let me take you to paradise." Lisa let out a submissive moan and gave Mark full access by spreading her legs. Mark continued and eventually found himself inside her. With every stroke, Lisa let out a moan that could only be achieved through pure ecstasy. After returning back, they found Ethan and Jenna had already prepared 4 glasses of wine. It was exhilarating, intoxicating, a night none of them would forget. What had started as a playful suggestion had unraveled into an experience that tested boundaries and deepened their connection in ways they had never imagined. Well, that's the end of tonight's story. Give me a minute, I need to collect myself because wow, that was hot. I wonder what Ethan and Lisa spoke about on the ride home? Or did Mark and Jenna have all this planned out? Or maybe this was all Jenna's idea. What do you guys think? I hoped you enjoyed the story. Like I said, we sure did. If you would like to have your story told on our channel, send us an email at sharingsecretschannel@gmail.com. Please help us grow our channel by liking the video, subscribing, and sharing the video. Goodbye.